Greetings, everyone! Ever wondered how crucial education is in shaping our lives? It's that invisible sculptor diligently chiseling away at the raw marble of our minds, giving form and substance to our thoughts and dreams. It's not just about attaining degrees or mastering subjects, but it's about how we perceive the world, how we interact with it, and how we contribute to it. Education is not just a personal journey, though. It's a societal compass, guiding communities towards progress and prosperity. It's the engine that drives innovation, the torch that lights the path to understanding and empathy, whether it's formal education within the confines of a classroom, non-formal education that breaks free from these boundaries, or even the informal education we glean from our everyday experiences. Each plays a significant role in shaping us into the individuals we become. So why not take a moment to subscribe and share this video with others who might also be intrigued by the profound impact of education? Let's embark together on this enlightening journey. Join us as we delve into the fascinating journey of education through the ages. Cast your minds back to the early days of mankind, when education was but a whisper in the winds of time. In these primitive days, knowledge was not contained within the walls of institutions, but flowed freely in the shared experiences of daily life. It was a time when education was informal, unstructured, and deeply personal. Imagine a world where knowledge was passed down from generation to generation, not through textbooks, but through stories told around the flickering glow of a campfire, through demonstrations of skill in hunting or crafting, and through the shared wisdom of the tribe's elders. In this era, learning was not a luxury but a necessity for survival, where each skill acquired and piece of wisdom gained was a crucial stepping stone on the path of life. Knowledge wasn't just information to be memorized, it was a tool to be wielded, a gift to be cherished. Then a seismic shift occurred, a development so profound that it would forever change the course of human history: the invention of writing. This was no ordinary milestone. It was a revolution in the truest sense, a turning point that would transform the whisper of education into a symphony. Writing allowed knowledge to be recorded, preserved, and shared across vast distances and time. It was no longer confined to the memories of individuals or the oral traditions of tribes. It was now immortal, capable of surviving the test of time, and ready to be passed down to future generations. This was the dawn of formal education, the beginning of a journey that would lead us to the complex systems of learning we have today. The invention of writing was a pivotal moment, setting the stage for a revolution in education. From the scribbles on cave walls to the scrolls of ancient libraries, education began to shape itself into a more formal structure. As humans evolved, so did their thirst for knowledge. This thirst led to the birth of structured learning, a far cry from the informal education of our ancestors. In the cradle of civilization Mesopotamia, the first known schools emerged. These schools, known as idubas, were not for everyone. Instead, they were exclusively for scribes. These scribes learned to read and write the complex cuneiform script, thereby becoming the gatekeepers of knowledge. Later in ancient Greece, the concept of education underwent a significant shift. Schools were no longer confined to a select few. The great philosopher Plato founded the Academy, a place where free men could learn about philosophy, mathematics, and gymnastics. This marked the beginning of a broad-based education system that fostered critical thinking. Fast forward a few centuries to ancient China during the Han Dynasty. The imperial examination system was established, marking a significant step in the formalization of education. This system ensured that government positions were filled by the most educated men, regardless of their social status. In the Middle Ages, the establishment of universities in Bologna and Paris saw education become even more formal. These institutions developed a structured curriculum, paving the way for the modern education system we have today. As societies evolved, so did the methods of imparting knowledge. The oral tradition of passing information gave way to written text, and the invention of paper made this transition smoother. But the thirst for knowledge was insatiable, and the quest for a more efficient way of sharing information was relentless. This relentless pursuit led to another groundbreaking invention, an invention that revolutionized education and learning as we know it. This invention was none other than the printing press. But that's a story for the next chapter. As societies evolved, so did the methods of imparting knowledge, leading us to another groundbreaking invention. Imagine a world where books were a luxury only the privileged could afford. Now envision the transformation brought about by the printing press. In the era before the printing press, books were painstakingly hand-copied, a process that was both time-consuming and expensive. This made books a rare commodity, accessible only to the wealthy elite or the religious institutions. Education, therefore, was a privilege, not a right. Then, in the mid-15th century, something revolutionary happened. Johannes Gutenberg, a German blacksmith, goldsmith, and inventor, introduced the printing press to the world. This ingenious invention could produce books quickly and at a fraction of the cost. Suddenly, books were no longer the exclusive domain of the privileged few. They became accessible to the masses. The impact of the printing press on education was profound. It led to an explosion of knowledge, as books on a wide range of subjects became available to a broader audience. This newfound access to knowledge led to widespread literacy. People from all walks of life could now educate themselves, explore new ideas, and engage in intellectual discourse. This democratization of education, sparked by the printing press, was a key factor in societal advancements, including the Renaissance and the Enlightenment. But the influence of the printing press didn't stop there. By making books more accessible, it also encouraged the development of public education systems. For the first time in history, the idea of providing education to all, regardless of social status or wealth, became a possibility. This was a radical shift in thinking that forever changed the course of education. The printing press was a catalyst, sparking an educational renaissance that continues to this day. The democratization of education it initiated has paved the way for the modern education systems we have today, where learning is seen as a fundamental right, not a privilege. Fast forward to today, where education stands as a pillar of personal growth and societal development. It's more than just the transmission of knowledge and skills, it's the key that unlocks potential, fostering critical thinking and a deeper understanding of the world. It equips individuals with the tools needed to navigate the complexities of modern life, whether they be technological advancements, global issues, or simply understanding our own human nature. Education is not confined to classrooms or textbooks. It's a continuous journey of learning that spans a lifetime. It's in the daily experiences that challenge our perceptions, the stimulating discussions that broaden our horizons, and the insightful moments that help us grow as individuals. It's a powerful socializing tool, integrating us into society, shaping our character, and preparing us for the future. Moreover, it's a vital engine of economic growth, stimulating innovation and paving the way for a prosperous future. From the early whispers in the winds of time to the structured systems of today, education continues to shape our lives, societies, and the world at large.